got 4 fingers for real.
Look at the replies. Alabama fans are going crazy.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Let's go. Got a fun segment for us today, man. It's not a long live. It might turn into a long live. Today is a free content day, so instead of just sitting back doing editing all day, we have been doing so much interactive things on the network. I did not want to slow it down. We have some momentum. Want to continue to allow the community to get some exposure. Once again, this is a community exposure stream. Today, what's good, everybody? I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Let's start at the top. Let's do a roll call before I even start doing anything. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. Make sure y'all come in, y'all drop a like on the stream. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're showing love. Shout out to the first comment on the stream from my brother, Jason Jackson. Appreciate you for tapping in. What's good, Jason? Appreciate you, man. My boy, Greg McKinney. Roll Tide, everyone. He's in the building, man. The early crowd. I see the early crowd popping in today. Rosetta Smith. Why does that name sound familiar? And thank you for tapping into the channel today. Thank you for what you do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe, because we got something to celebrate today, man. And I wasn't going to do this immediately, but I think I want this to be clipped, so we are going to do it immediately. Jordan, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and share the news with everybody, because they doubted us, man. They said we wasn't gonna be able to do it. They said, you know, that they told us that our channel wasn't going to grow. That's what they told us. And I'm here to say that every time they say that, we hit a new milestone every time. And it's all because of God, the grace of God, man. He keeps you, he shows you favor when you trust him, even in the parts of your process that don't feel good. And this part of the process has not been a great one. It hasn't felt good. It has yielded some positive moments, some positive outcomes, but it wasn't easy. And usually when it's not easy, it's worth it. So just want to give a shout out to the AAA family and the community, man. We have hit a new milestone here on the Coach Smook Network. 4K subscribers, 4,000 subscribers live on the Coach Smook Network. Thank y'all for y'all support, man. Y'all really... Oh, man. So let me get myself together before I come back on screen. So milestone, man. That's to y'all. That's to y'all. Not just me, but to y'all, man. That's our community. That's us, 4,000 strong and growing as we speak, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for sharing the word. Continue to like and share the stream. That's just another small milestone on the way to the ultimate goal. And that's just to continue to spread the word, man. I truly believe this is a 1 million subscriber based type of brand that we're building. People really are attracted to what we're doing as a community. Not just what I do on this screen, but what we do as a community. The things that are going to be privy to this community going into the next year, especially with the sponsorship with walk-ons. We're actually doing a prize giveaway, a gift card giveaway, starting tomorrow. We were going to make some announcements about it today to be looking forward to it happening, but that's going to be happening for us, man. Ways to pour back into our community and create just another cohesive fan base environment where we can talk some good football, some just sports. You know, y'all, we got women's basketball. I'm gonna be covering heavy. We got men's college basketball, NBA playoffs will be coming up. We'll be doing our reaction content to that. We got a lot of scouting content and recruiting content we're gonna be thrown into and pulled into this off season. So, yeah, we ready to do this. Hold on, we ready to do this, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for y'all support, 100%, man. And then looking at it, man, it looks like we generated some real good traffic on YouTube. Like I said, the viewers, 20K views on the week, man. That's something that we was doing monthly during a real rough time. So 20K views in a week on content is awesome. Thank y'all for supporting once again. So let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the conversation. The conversation is y'all the conversation. The reason we are here today is to get y'all thoughts and y'all back feedback. And we have some feedback already about Alabama football, hot topics that we're going to discuss today. And I'm gonna go through a list of them. But this is some of the main stuff that has kind of been plaguing the Bama conversation or the Bama fan base, as far as, you know, the doubt or the fair weather fandom, or, you know, the other side, the sunshine pumpers. That's what I'm accused of being, a sunshine pumper. I don't know how to take my Bama goggles off, is what they say. But we're going to talk about some of these comments and really just talk about them and debate, you know, create some conversation. We're going to be live here for about an hour and a half, depending upon the crowd, man. We get a crazy crowd in here. Might have to open the phone lines up. If y'all want to open the phone lines up, come in, put the phone emojis in the chat. If you really got something to say and you want to say it on the phone line, put the phone emojis in the chat. We mess around and get you on the phone line. You better bring that heat, because today it's all about the heat. Before we get into our final breakdown of the Oklahoma game, this is our, you know, this might be, we're going to do this on the rest of the season. This might be our last opportunity to be an active fan, meaning some of these other fan bases that still talking trash about Alabama losing to Florida State and Alabama losing to Oklahoma and, you know, losing to Georgia in the SEC championship. Some of these fan bases, they're not active fans, meaning their teams are not going to a bowl game. And if they are going to a bowl game, the team that they have been cheering for all season or doubting all season is not the team showing up. It's probably the preferred walk-ons going to be started for those teams. So in that facet, in that breadth, I think we can have a lot of conversation for the Alabama fan base as our season is still alive and as we continue to push towards the ultimate goal, which is the national championship. As much as I wanted us to have the SEC championship under our belt, I would love to have a national championship even more, especially with all the doubters and Kalen DeBoer and his staff. But yeah, so we're gonna jump into the conversation, man. Just going over comments, man. Going over comments and getting y'all reactions to it. It was a lot of crazy stuff said over the past few weeks here on the Coach Smook Network, and even stuff surrounding our content. People on the outside of our content talking about some of the things that we were breaking news and all that stuff. You know, rumors, all the things that we do here as an Alabama football insider. They hate when I say that I'm an Alabama football insider. It's crazy. Why do y'all get mad? If you don't believe I am, then why does it bother you? That's the topic of conversation. We could talk about that one day, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Stretch Global, what's good, my brother? Good to see you, brother, from McCulloch Benson. Good morning, Coach Smook. Roll Tide, put me in the game, Coach. We got you, man. If y'all want to get on that phone line, man, we could open that phone line up. I know we only got 30 viewers in the chat already, 20 likes on the stream, but we can open that phone line up. And if you have not already picked up on the vibes the last couple live streams, I got my new producer back there in the back. He was supposed to have the banner up. Fast forward to the 15-minute mark. If you're trying to get to the conversation, I'm not going to change how I welcome in my chat, man. If y'all here and y'all appreciate this time where we just kind of settling in, y'all get to see who gonna show up. Some of y'all got relationships, brothers and sisters, and other fans that you want to pull up and be at the, be here for the beginning of the conversation. Some of y'all, I see y'all clicking up in the chat too. Some of y'all have each other back when somebody have a point I disagree with, or I have a point and y'all agree with it. I see y'all. That's good. That's the community aspect of what we do on our platform. So with that being said, we're here at the 13-minute mark. Topic of the conversation today will be, offensive and defensive debates. Where's the blame? Where's the blame for the offensive lack? Where is the blame for the play calling? What's happening with play calling? We're going to talk about it's comments all over the platform about these things. Defensive debates, with the news about Jeremy Pruitt possibly trying to make a return to Alabama. And like I said, people, I love my thumbnails. They got people acting crazy right now. People read the thumbnail and were like, he's lying. He's a fake insider. Go watch the live video. That's all I'm going to say. Player evaluations. What players have we seen actually get better, and what plays have we seen digress? This is just straight up honesty, not attacking their character, but just their on-field evaluations, right? Let's point out at 5 or 6 guys. We might open the phone lines around this segment. That'll be a good one. So y'all can point out guys that you see getting better, or guys that you see probably need to, need some more development, not stepping up to the plate and producing. And then we'll get into the real big part, the fan disagreements and comments. We know the number one topic in Alabama space right now is Ty Simpson, his production. You got some people wanting to blame the offensive line and the offensive coordinator. You got some people saying that it's the play calling, that we're not running enough quick slants and all that other stuff. BS for me. That's in my opinion. We're gonna talk about it. Everybody gonna have their time. Everybody gonna have their opinion. So here at the 15-minute mark, let's get into the conversation, man. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." And I gotta play this animated thumbnail one more time for y'all, because I seen somebody on Twitter. This just pissed them off. Check it out.
Look at the replies. Alabama fans are going crazy.
You talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go, man. I'm telling y'all, man, Bama fans, y'all be turning up sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all be turning up sometimes. Not sometimes, for the most part, all the time. I got to change this. We're not with Alabama Voice of College Football no more. The Voice of College Football. We got to change that. Jordan, make sure you remind me to change that. We're not with those guys no more. Good luck to them. We got a different vision. We got a different plan, chat. And we're growing. Ever since there, man, we've been able to dial our energy back over here. We just got to stop. We got to stop trying to help everybody else and just focus on what God gave us at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's what I come to the conclusion of.
We have our own mission. We have our own lane. Everybody's not meant to be a part of it. So let's get into the comments though. Y'all be tripping out with these comments, man. So there's a few comments that I want to get to. Jordan has the screen share up, and just work with us today, man. Just work with us today. We're gonna kind of go through this. So this is Jordan. I hope you're ready. Can you hear me? You hear me good? Scroll. Yeah, he good. He good. So scroll all the way up so we can see which video this is. This is the Alabama practice report. Oh yeah, this is when we came out with the quarterback reps, the changes in reps. And you all saw that touchdown Alabama. Shout out to Justin Smith and their crew, man. They had some quality footage of some of the quarterback warm-up reps, some of the team viewing period. They had some good views of, how that rotation was. And if you pay attention, Keelan Russell was throwing to A.K. Deere. Keelan Russell was throwing to Daniel Hill. Austin Mack was throwing to Daniel Hill, Dre Washington, Richard Young. The only person that Ty Simpson was throwing to was Jan Miller, who's injured and doubtful for the game, right? And then you go and look at some of the things that during the team periods, and I already debunked the whole Ty Simpson rumors of him being injured. Like that is not true. The black sleeve is precautionary, whatever. It's a personal thing. Nothing diagnosed by the training staff or anything like that. But I look at just the mode and the energy, still taking his position as the captain and leading in stretches, like being at the front of the line. But I look at some of the reps, you see some first team things happening with the guys that you expect to take those first team reps with Jan Miller being out. And the guys that's throwing to him, Austin Mack and Keelan Russell, are both getting those reps. We saw that footage. So there's something to be said about that. And people get mad at me when I resource and use my reasoning around some of my takes with the way I do it, but it always seems to come to fruition. So let's scroll through these comments. Let's see what some of the things that was being said during the live. It was a couple of comments I know for a fact. And when you see something hot, let me get this overlay off of here. Never mind, it could stay. So sick of everyone. Okay, let's go right there. That's a hot one. Scroll it down a little bit, Jordan. You got to scroll it down so it could be in between. No, go back up. Michael Knowles stocks. Yeah. Scroll it down a little bit more so the words could be below my camera view. Up. You got to go up. You looking at the screen? There you go. Right there. Good stop. All right. So sick of everyone blaming Ty. If the coaching staff is making millions, they need to have their QBs ready to go. Mac been in the system 3 years. Is Keelan the best QB in the room? Then wait. His ass needs to play. Oh, he was mad. His ass need to play. My gosh, something has to give. We are facing one and done. I agree. Open the replies to that. I think I replied to this. I maybe reacted to it. Ty was scared to be hit. It was plenty of times he could have rewatched the loss and throws. Come on, y'all. I mean, some of these fans be talking some real stuff. Darius Fountain back in the chat. Somebody get him. One of my mods. Y'all know what to do with him. Broke boy. That boy can't pay a bet, chat. A $20 bet. Don't today and today. This ain't the professional show. You see, we ain't got the walk-ons. Y'all see, we ain't got the walk-ons icon up there. We get to act up today. This straight Coach Smook Network. Pull up and talk your talk today. Not no Georgia fan though that can't pay no bet. Whatever it takes to win. Greg Zachary said. Scroll down some more, Jordan. This is the tie debate. I want to hear. They can't run the ball. That's what's hurting everything, right? So scroll up a little bit, Jordan. There you go. They can't run the ball. That's what's hurting everything right there. So it doesn't matter which QB plays. If the other team's defense knows that they can't run. They're peeling their ears back and selling out with pressure. And I know they've been having trouble running for the last 2 years because Miro had more rushing yards than all the backs. Fix the offensive line and blocking scheme first, then the run game, and everything else will work after that. I disagree with this sentiment totally, Chris Walker. You want me to tell you why? Because we have yet to see a productive or explosive run game at Alabama since what? 2021. We haven't seen anybody really explode in the run game since 21. Probably when was Jahmyr Gibbs here? That was 2021, correct? That was the last explosive back we had. Jace McClellan dealt with injuries. Brian Robinson dealt with injuries. Who have we had since then? Justice Haynes came into the system in a transition year where they had to utilize the quarterback skill sets the best option to give us wins. Jalen Murrow was a big part of the run game. But even in that, the yard per carry average in this scheme with both Justice Haynes and Jam Miller last year, they still both averaged 3.4, 3.7 yards per carry. So the sentiment and the thought that the run game does not work or the offensive line can't block, that's a false statement. Now, if you were to make your argument based on we don't run the ball enough, then you have a legit argument. But all you fans saying that we can't run the ball, go look at how many negative runs we had in the game against Georgia. And that's zero or no yards gain. 0 yards or a loss of yards gain, right? Or loss of yards. And there was only 2 runs out of this, 9 that we gave to the running backs? The other negative runs came from your quarterback. The same guy that we keep saying needs everything around him to get fixed. The negative plays are being produced by him. Quarterback zone read, right? Quarterback zone read, meaning the quarterback has the option to hand it off or freaking take the ball and take it up the gut. Ty Simpson keeps the ball for what? Everything's flowing to the midline. You get that ball off to Daniel Hill that came across your face in the action, you're giving the running back a chance. The offensive line that has not been giving up a lot of penetration in the run game. The running backs do need have took some time to build up their momentum and get in the yards, positive yards on carries. But this comment right here is absolutely false. The offensive line has been the best it's been in years. This is the best production we've got from our offensive line. Pressures on quarterback this season, the lowest it's been since 2022. Mind you, we had a Bryce Young in 21 and 22. Okay? So when you all start saying things like this, make sure you start looking at the facts. So Mr. Chris Walker, I see you made this comment 3 days ago. Hopefully you come back to this live and see this comment. Because this is crazy. Smook, what is your genuine answer to the offensive woes? Real question, no underlying BS by me. I real deal want to hear your take. Detailed, casual, former player to format player discussion. Frank Wright, let's say it like this. I truly believe if we had a different quarterback, if we had Keelan Russell, and this ain't no slight at Ty Simpson. I think Ty Simpson is a good quarterback. And in a more stable situation in the run game and with the coaching staff in the offensive scheme, I think if he was to rely, if we were in a phase of this offense where every phase was fluent, the wide receivers did not get a chance to grow last year. We're talking about growth within the system. They were limited in their growth, right? And you see the effects of that from last year transitioning to this year. A lot more drop passes than they had last year because timing is an issue. If anything, if we're going to continue to grow with assets that have high ceilings or potential, I think Keelan Russell has the highest ceiling in the quarterback room. And if the separation in the quarterback race was command and control of the huddle, man, you got 4 weeks before you need to really solidify who your starting quarterback is going to be for the rest of the season. You have 3 games before you get into conference play this season. I truly think that's what's the issue with the offense because, honestly, there have been times where Ryan Grubb, I know we want to see more run plays, but the space-eating offensive style of play calling that Ryan Grubb displayed at Washington, it can work in the SEC. We've seen it work against lesser talented teams. It's those teams that could be in phase with our receivers or be step for step with our receivers. When it's time to throw those guys opens on some of those plays, when they have a half a step or a step on them, he's not making accurate passes. And that's how you get the defensive line and the linebackers to back off and help in coverage. You can't play a lot of man coverage. So with our quarterbacks, where he's limited at, that's causing the offense to be limited. The offensive line will continue to look like they have problems if every time they drop back and provide protection and he has an opportunity to make a good pass, he's not connecting on them. Well, now we got to work twice as hard to create, and now they get to send pressure because they don't have confidence in your ability to connect. That's the root of the problem. I don't think it's scheme and play calling. I think Ryan Grubb is hard-headed when it comes to some of the play calling in those key moments where we can lean on one piece of the offense, right? Building momentum. But if you think about somebody who's used to a script running, and that is a fault to Ryan Grubb. We'll talk about Ryan Grubb later. But that is a fault to Ryan Grubb. I truly believe schematically, offensively, the play calling and some of the pass scales we see with the protection that we have seen, this offense should easily average 35 points. 35 points a game easily. That's at a moderate pace.
with a lack of tempo, which is another ding on Ryan Grubb in this offense. A lack of tempo. The play calling, in my opinion, is not bad. I would adapt a lot of play calling, especially the layer concepts with the boundary, attacking the boundary in the passing game. I wish we would see more middle of the field, attacking the middle of the field type of offensive play calling. But as far as layering their boundary, man, the vertical concepts in this scheme are built for a quarterback, a dynamic quarterback with a dynamic arm. Ty Simpson can manage the game at a high level. Everything around him is working perfect. He looks like a great quarterback, but there is times where in this league or in college football, you need your quarterback to be able to step up and make plays. And we have not got that from Ty Simpson. There's a comment in here that I want to get to too. Somebody, or we can even talk about it now. I asked the chat, what moment in the season has Ty Simpson really stepped up and created a game-changing play for us? I looked at the pass to Latsier Brooks on against Missouri on 4th and 7, I believe it was. He threw the corner out. That was a good pass. But Latsier Brooks had that man beat off the snap. Soon as he was playing his foot to make that break to the corner, that ball should have been in the air, but he throws it late. And Latsier Brooks has to make a tough catch. Beautiful ball, just late. The timing for Ty Simpson has been off this whole season, chat. Everybody wants quick slants and bubble screens, but is he going to throw it on time? Is he going to throw it on time? Call for the quick slants, call for the screens, call for the draws, call for that. Is he going to make the right read still? Is he going to make the proper throw? He hasn't done it on a consistent basis, and I don't know why we keep making excuses for him. I don't know how much longer my offensive line needs to block. This offensive line is one of the top-rated offensive lines in the country. Came in as the projected number 1 offensive line. Still at this point in the season, with all the pressures and the lack of production on the offensive side, they are still one of the top 5 offensive lines production-wise. Every team, we knocked Oklahoma off their averages as far as pressures on quarterbacks. Knocked them off their averages. They had 4 sacks in that game because 3 of them, Ty held on the ball for more than 3 seconds. The strip sack, you slid your protection and didn't move the pocket when you felt. Should have had a little bit more awareness to feel that 6-man coming off the weak side. If you slide protection, you got to be able to feel on your weak side. Whatever way you slide, you got to be able to feel that protection. His awareness has to grow too. So that's kind of like a scrambled explanation of why I feel like the offense is struggling. That's a scrambled explanation, and it all, yes, I will stand up and say it all centers around the number 15, our quarterback. At some point, the offense needs to respect the fact that there's a quarterback under center. They don't. The DBs, the persona around Ty Simpson with defenses right now, we might miss a step in the secondary, but he won't see it. Gotta fix that. Let's get to some more comments. I'm gonna get to some more comments in the chat, then we're gonna open the other comments back up, Jordan. Smook, didn't you say Coach Cap was getting fired? I didn't say he was getting fired. Didn't say he was getting fired. I do believe that the staff is moving on past Coach Cap after this season. I didn't say he was getting fired. Now, I don't think that means he's fired. I think he only signed a 2-year deal when he came over. So it wasn't never a long-term thing, to my understanding. Abor has to get his quarterback in the game. Facts. Keelan Russell. That's my guy. Ron Gupp has mentioned Keelan has great vision of the whole field. That reminds him of Penix. Facts. We've heard all the positives, man, and I'm telling you, I think Ryan Grubb was really pressured by the not the fans, but the people that really move or can manipulate decisions. And it's at every program. It's not just Alabama. And I'm not down in Alabama, but there are people that can sway things within the organization. And I'm not saying Ty wasn't deserving of an opportunity, but his opportunity to me has almost just about expired. If we can't get points in the first 20 plays, if we're not in, I mean, and I say 20 plays, not drives. I'm saying 20 plays. If we have not produced any points or there isn't any positive production, if the ratio for positive plays to negative plays
is weighing towards the negative, we have to make a quarterback change in this game. You can't go into the half wondering, do I need to make a quarterback change? You have to go into the half, am I going back to Ty or am I sticking with this change? That's what I feel like this game is like. You need that type of talent to be able to get a moment. And this would be the opportunity. I think if Keelan Russell got thrown into the fire right now, this would be his opportunity to pull up. Imagine if Tua, right? If Tua was in the 12-team college football playoff, right? And he was the freshman behind Jalen Hurts, and we get in this game and Coach Saban, because the season is on the line, right? The chance of the national championship was on the line for Coach Saban. He made the switch. The chance at the national championship is on the line for Coach DeBoer. You need to think about this game like that. There is no next week we're going to try this guy out. The chance at a national championship is on the line. And if I ever had any doubt about this quarterback, I can't allow him to confirm my doubts throughout this game. I agree. I think once we play teams that match our talent levels, we struggle. Ty being exposed against higher caliber teams. I've been talking about this for the longest, man. And that's not a jab at him. Sometimes you just peak. Jalen Milroe had a crazy ascension. Everybody was talking about how he can't throw this, that, and the third that first season. He come back the next season, the first 3 games, like, oh, look at how much he's improved. That throwing motion. And everybody kept talking about his throwing motion. I said, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed about his throwing motion. The mechanics, the footwork is all that's changed. The throwing motion is not changing. Look at him. He's falling through. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. I kept telling y'all, they kept arguing. They kept arguing with me. And we saw him peak really quick once we got in the conference play. Same thing happened with Ty Simpson. I don't think that's a quarterback development thing. You're talking about previous coordinators' products coming over into a new system, trying to grow. Michael Penix, he started off in Kalen DeBoer's system, transferred back into that system with some experience under his belt. And that's why he looked polished. Keelan Russell is in that mold. Austin Mack is in that mold. I'm just saying. Even when they were at Fresno State, the quarterback was slinging it better than Ty. Yes, it's different competition, but the system built for a confident gunslinger. Facts. And people, I got to debunk that argument too. You can't play that type of ball in the SEC. They told Gus Malzahn the same thing. They told old Tuberville the same thing. What other examples can we find in the SEC? They told Brian Kelly with Joe Brady. They told Joe Brady all that NFL stuff ain't gonna work in the SEC. You got to be able to run the ball. You can't throw the ball everywhere, all over the field. Had a 800-yard running back. Couple 500-yard running backs in a spread type of system, getting the ball out in space. It won't work. Hell, one of the record-setting offense that year with Joe Burrows. I said Joe Brady and Joe Burrows. So I'm debunking all of that. You can systems travel, man. Systems travel. If you have equal assets that's available to match the competition, your system will travel. It's all about, can that talent fit into the system? And you see Alabama, man, I love the 4-star, 3-star recruits that we get because there's 5-star talent in these systems. London Simmons, right? Jamari Matthews wasn't getting a lot of respect. I guarantee you, freshman year on campus, let that D-line rotation get deep. Him and we got a lot of, I don't want to get into that. That's a different conversation. We're going to get back to y'all comments. Tua need to teach him how to throw slants. That ain't happening. Some fans need to get out of that attack boy phase and look at the stats. Ty is averaging 3.01 seconds in the pocket. Other successful QBs average 2.69. Drops the mic. And I think you might be off because the PFF reported that Ty was averaging 3.41 seconds in the pocket. 3.41 seconds. The average across the country for quarterbacks is 2.69. Julian Sayers, 2.87 seconds in the pocket. And I'm not saying he's getting pressure. That's just saying that's from time to average completion. And one thing about the Big Ten, we're not going to take this away from the Big Ten. They might have some trash offenses, but most of your quality DBs come from the SEC and the Big Ten. And you have 1 or 2 pop out of the Big 12. The Big Ten, Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan State, USC is in that conference. Oregon is in that conference. Indiana, Purdue produces quality secondary guys. Like, you have the EBU arguments in the Big Ten. Julian Sayin is up there just going with the flow, going through time, and they're getting pressure on him too. He's using his feet to make plays. He's throwing guys open. You trying to tell me, so are y'all telling me that Ty Simpson is not as good as Julian Sayin? I think he's better than Julian Sayin. I just think Julian Sayin is more confident right now. Keelan Russell would have a Tua moment. Facts, 100%. I think, Urban Meyer came into Florida and changed the game too. I think Ty polished his game this spring and summer using private QB coaches, but has gotten sloppy as the season went on. He needs to get back to his mechanics. We need him to be better. Facts, especially with his footwork. Coaches, Jeremy Pruitt coming. Vincent, go watch the live stream. Brian Lewis can't mind Ty be running around like a deer in the headlights. He's so confused, like, what way do I run? I need him to be more confident, man. Coach Smook, is Derek Nix an upgrade from Coach Shep? I would say we got a equal trade-off. You know what? The only reason I would say he's an upgrade because of his tenure in the SEC. Being a wide receiver, running back, developer in the SEC, recruiting in the SEC for the past, 7-9 years, something like that now. Being active, that would be his edge as far as an upgrade. But as far as coaching aspects, development, I don't think we're going to see a change as far as that. He falls right in line with what you were going to get from Jamarcus Shepard. He actually is going to get, in my opinion, he's going to get a lot of credit for what Coach Shep started with this wide receiver development at Alabama. Everybody's going to give him credit and be like, man, finally wide receiver coach developing receivers. Nah, I think Coach Shep came over in a transition. He had to get rid of some guys that weren't going to be a good fit for the scheme. He worked with them, tried to develop them last year, worked with a lot of young guys and are adjusting guys coming in from other systems, right? I think next year this wide receiver core that Kalen DeBoer wants, right, for his system will be finally fitted, right? Derek Meadows will be a sophomore. You'll have a true freshman in Sadarius Morgan at the X position. I expect us to go in the portal and possibly get one more wide receiver at the X position. If Cam Coleman jumps in that portal, I guarantee you Alabama's going to make a move. Derek Nix is going to talk to him, and Cam Coleman is a team player. Cam Coleman understands what it would be like to be the number 2 or number 3 receiver on the roster. Now, does that make sense as far as all the players on the roster, Ryan Williams, Sadarius Morgan, Cam Coleman? It was a dream for Alabama. It was a realistic thing while they were getting recruited in their respective spots. Ryan Williams and Cam Coleman coming together was a real thing at one point, right? What does that do with Jalen Mbakwe, Rico Scott, Cole Adams, and those guys? Latia Brooks, all those guys, Derek Meadows, all those guys will fit. You're talking about a system that is used to rotating 7 to 8 guys. Imagine having from top to bottom. Imagine trying to cover Cam Coleman, Ryan Williams. I ain't even going to start with Cam. Latia Brooks, Cam Coleman, Derek Meadows, Sadarius Morgan, Rico Scott, Ryan Williams. Who else in that wide receiver room? I mean, do I have to go anymore? Do I have to go at Jalen Mbakwe coming out there getting you some crazy reps? Do I have to continue to add any more? Like, this is a crazy group, and if you look at what can possibly enter the portal, having those 7 names on roster, we might have a slim wide receiver room next season. It might be a slim room. I'm telling y'all, man. I don't think Horton coming back. I think Horton was draft prospect coming to Alabama. I don't think Horton comes back. He was a draft prospect coming to Alabama. They were ready to draft him last year. And that's the thing about college football. The thing is, this evaluation space, like, most GMs only want to see a stretch of good gameplay or productive film. Not 24 games of, they want to see like 7-8 games of consistency, growth, production, all of that. A guy like Horton, man, the last 4 or 5 games he had, they like, okay, he just needs a quarterback. We got those in the NFL. All right, let's get back to our comments on the videos. Jordan, did you find another comment for us, or are we just going to keep scrolling? Let's see. His name is pronounced Keelan. I know how to say his name. I'm going to say something goofy. Give Ty Simpson the same criticism y'all gave Milroe. Oh, see, this is the one I like to hear. This is the one I love to echo right here. Scroll up a little bit, Jordan, so we can get the full comment below the. There you go. Up. There you go, right there. He said, Turner2397 says, give Ty Simpson the same criticism y'all gave Miro. You can say what you want about him. At least Miro had a deep ball. He couldn't throw a tennis ball across his chest, but he had a beautiful ball. I had to laugh at that one. Look at the replies under there, Jordan. Let's get the replies open. I said, true. Miro can't read a defense to save his life. High Times is a Miro hater. And listen, can Ty read a defense to save his life right now? High Times. Ty is struggling and off bad at the moment, but Miro couldn't throw the ball in the ocean from the beach. Let's face it, it's time to change. It is time to change. It's time to change quarterbacks. You were right. But to say Miro couldn't throw the ball in the ocean is crazy. You look at some of them deep balls that Miro hit on the rope. We ain't seen that from Ty yet. And I think, man, you know what? I think about a pass that Ty threw a deep cross to the Jeremy Bernard in week 2 of spring practice. It was a deep cross to the Jeremy Bernard. And the way that he led Jeremy Bernard on that pass, man, Bernard laid out for it and made a spectacular catch, but that's where the ball had to be. That's where the ball had to be. He didn't overthrow him. That's where the ball had to be. Bernard just not as fast as Ryan Williams or Lightyear Brooks. And then on another one, man, Derek Meadows, he threw a nice jump ball to Derek Meadows in the back of the end zone at one point. Fall camp, Keelan Russell, man, we got the deep ball in our arsenal. Why are we not playing the guys that are going to do it? Ty Simpson hasn't done it yet. Can we please? If it's not happening, and I wouldn't be mad if after the first miss you see a switch. I mean, I understand the risk. Let's have this real conversation. I'm gonna go to a quick commercial break first, Jordan, and then we're gonna have this real conversation because this is the main topic of conversation. And I'm not trying to say replace Ty, but let's have this real conversation, and you all take y'all bias out of it and listen to what I got to say about the common sense behind making the move. All right. So we're gonna go into a quick infomercial break. We're gonna invite y'all to join the AAA family. If you're not a member of this YouTube channel, take an opportunity to join the AAA family. I'm telling you right now, it is a growing community. The members only lives have been doing great. The numbers on the members only live they just continue to keep growing. Y'all continue to share the content. More people are trying to figure out how, Coach Smook is getting all this information and able to report it to us. That the members find out how they do it, and we still don't put names on nothing. So for all you guys that get mad at Coach Smook, a football or sports insider, for not giving up his sources. Question. Let me stop this. How much time I got? I got a minute before we need to go to a break. Question. Does Stephen A. Smith, ESPN analyst, insider, whatever you want to call him, when he has breaking news that nobody knows about or something that's developing, does he say, my source, John Jason, down in Tampa, Florida, told me this? Does he say that before it's made official and released by the actual person involved or the people involved that have hands on? Does he say that? No. The point of an insider is to prep the fans, prep the people that's the consumers for possible information being released. That's why when the Ryan Grubb stuff happened, people were so mad because it took 3 weeks. You got to remember, I started talking about this and the Seahawks were still fighting for a playoff position when I started talking about Ryan Grubb being fired last year. So the Jeremy Pruitt news, all of that stuff, make sure y'all listen to the live stream. It's a whole live, an hour and some change, and fans reacting to it. If you listen to it, if you go in there and you don't listen to what Way Offside, Cotton, and all them boys hating on me saying, and Kangaroo Black and all them, if you really come in and listen, I think you'll enjoy what you're hearing. It may not be what you're used to, but I guarantee you'll get what you need. And the way you get it is by joining the AAA family. Check it out, y'all. This is how you do so.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight, that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times. Craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
All right, chat. We back at it, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I was over here reading a comment, and y'all caught me in like a sleep place, I guess. I don't know. Y'all, a lot of more comments to get to. Let's get back in the comments, Jordan. What we was about to talk about? I forgot what I was about to talk about. I started reading the comment. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. My guy, so is it going to be a QB change or not? I don't make that decision, brother. I don't make that decision. Based off what we've been told, though, in the interviews and everything that I've been talking to guys about, I don't see them changing up the practice style and how things are flowing if they don't have it in the game plan to possibly make another move. Right? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, this is why I like to expose right here. B Rob said, bruh, not gonna lie, Smook be acting like he the only one person that could get info. We all knew Grubb was gonna be at Bama. We all had a feeling, and I'm just saying, we all knew we needed a new OC before the bowl game. Then why was nobody reporting it? Why when I reported, if you all knew, and if they knew, why nobody was reporting it 3 weeks beforehand? You had an idea. Nobody had factual evidence. Nobody did any research. Nobody brought on somebody that was close to the Seahawks. This is what I'm saying. This give off hate type energy. This is what I'm saying. That give off hate type energy. And it's sad because you got a wristband. You must have been gifted that mug. That sound real hater right there. Like, I do have info that you don't have. That's why you show up here. I work hard to get info that you can't get. That's the point. That's the art of the business. You get what I'm saying? Like, you all are Alabama fans. You talk about what should happen on the field, but you can't get on the field and do it. B-Rob, I guarantee you can't go out there and throw a slant route, the same slant route that you're asking for Ty to be able to throw. I guarantee you, I'll give you the ball right now and ask you to go complete that slant route. You won't have a chance. I guarantee it. That's how it is. We go and talk to people that aren't supposed to be talking about things, right? Or maybe can't put out the information they want to put out the way it needs to be put out, and then we dress it up so that people can understand it. Take his risk, man. I should. I wish I could, boy. I wish I could. Walter said, take his wristband. That's that destroying junk at the one-on-ones. I wish I could, man. Because that was real hater. Like, yes, I do. I am one of few that get certain information that others can't get. You have people that act like they do, and they wait for other people that are more established. See, I think that's what it is. That's what bothers y'all. Because if I put out something about recruiting before my brother Andrew Bone or one of the other guys that cover recruiting that y'all been following since they was, since they started doing the recruiting coverage, y'all act like other people don't go and evaluate talent or other people haven't been watching Alabama football. I didn't have to go to school to get a degree to do this. There's no insider degree. There's no way to get certified as an insider. Your track record speaks for you. So when you talk about information or you push or you put things out there, right, about things that to be expecting, that means that's what insiders do. That's why people follow me. Like, I don't think we would be growing on YouTube or Twitter, the primary sources for putting out information that for inside news for in regards to Alabama. I don't think people would be following me daily or weekly or however we're growing. I don't think people would keep coming to my page looking for inside information if it was false. Like, if anything, I would my platform would be losing subscribers, right? For all the fake insider call outs and stuff. And I know we got plenty of folks on Twitter watching right now. The Twitter side, Mr. Grover, real Mr. Grover. Oh, he my favorite free promo guy. When I post some good stuff, oh, I know he coming behind it with some, this dude don't know nothing about Bama football. This man ain't connecting nobody. But if you so connected, then why you ain't saying it? I don't care to be, well, then what's the hate for? That makes no sense. If you don't care to do what I'm doing, then why does it affect you and make you so mad? Why does it gain your attention? Like you hate. Are you mad at McDonald's because they make burgers and you don't? Like, y'all kill me, B-Rob. I can't wait. We gotta find out how to regulate giving wristbands. YouTube creator program, partnership program. If y'all are listening, I know they always have like a random staffer from the YouTube creation program checking in on growing channels. Hopefully this is one of those lives they're checking in. I would like for us to devise a way to disseminate gifted subs. I made this plea a while ago. I really think we need to be able to control, as the creators or the people that purchase them. I think we need to be able to control gifted subs, because I have people that have been members of this channel for a year and they don't necessarily have their stuff set up, or people come on hard times. I don't have $3 to be a member of some of my, friends' channels. Most of them $6.99, but $3. Sometimes you don't have the extra $3, right? I would love to be able to control and be like, man, I know he support. Or it's teenagers that don't have a bank account yet or a card to their name that watch this channel. I would love to give them gifted subs so they can see the members content and talk about the breaking news and stuff at school. I would love to do that. So it'll keep dudes like B-Rob from getting a wristband, and that's real talk. I could do without the hate, bro. You can keep scrolling if you want to. Facts over feelings, facts, right? Anointed Gaming. That's why I appreciate, even in a difference of opinion, we had difference of opinion with conversation over time, me and Anointed Gaming. Still ain't no hate. Ain't nobody, like, bro, come on, man. Who was talking about Ryan Grubb? Let's be honest. What Chris Brown say? I don't see how you can hate from outside the club. You can't even. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. New member, Steph. We knew, hey, my boy Steph. My people, Steph. Not my boy. I'm sorry. Sorry, Steph. My people, Steph. I'm sorry. I thought you was my boy, Stephon. He an Auburn fan. He been rocking with me forever. Love and support here, only Roll Tide. Facts, they just be talking, man. At Paul, bro, stop. You sound like an Auburn fan. Woo, Paul. Let me see. Who is Paul? Where Paul at? What Paul at? What Paul saying? Let's get some of Paul comments. So what Paul saying, Jordan? Our coach DeBoer is the most stupidest coach ever. Paul. Not you writing his name in all caps and spelling it wrong. Lord have mercy. That. Do we need a fair weather fan segment? Paul, why is he the stupidest coach ever? Why is he the stupidest coach ever? Number 3 overall right now as active coaches with winning percentage. right? Second year as Alabama's head coach in the SEC championship. Didn't win it, but he's in it and he's in the playoffs. How's he the stupidest coach ever? Do we need to open the phone lines for Paul? Paul, are you real? Stay in the comments, man. Hey, make sure y'all not blocking the hate today. We want all the hate today. Twitter, pull up on YouTube so we can see y'all comments. I know y'all talking about me in some of y'all spaces. I want to hear you. I want to talk to you. Don't be hiding. Stop sneak dissing, y'all. I like confrontation in a respectful way, right? Right? I love confrontation in a respectful way. I'm not gonna call you out your name. I ain't gonna. It is the stupidest thing, right? Like, how you gonna call somebody stupidest? And he wanted him to win the Natty in one season. Like, be for real. Did Saban do it? Saban, the greatest college football coach of all time. Did he come to Bama and win a national championship in his first year? I don't think so. It actually took him 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. Actually took him 3 seasons. Caden DeBoer is in his second season, and people are still comparing him to Coach Saban. And he's actually, if we're just doing tenure at Alabama, don't matter the roster, don't matter the schedule. Y'all want to move the goalposts where you want to talk about it like that. If you just look at what's been handed to him, win-loss record, straight up, it's not even close. Not even close. Not even close. Not even freaking close, chat. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just different in my thinking. Maybe I'm more of a progressive-minded thinker when it comes to seeing my team, the Alabama Crimson Tide, continue to grow with the times, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. People act like this stuff is fiction. Like, reality isn't happening. Reality is Alabama just got done playing in the SEC championship, and they are gearing up to kick off against Oklahoma for a first-round playoff road game in Caleb DeBoer's second year as a coach. He did something similar at another school, too. And this ain't a guy that's been detached from the game, right, for like 3 or 4 years. Like, he's been thriving through portal transition period, like the portal era, NIL era. He's been thriving, and a playoff teams. Coach DeBoer has produced, and let's be honest. If playoff rankings were like last year or this year were like, if the ranking criteria was like this year, like it was last year, Alabama still gets in this year, right? Because we played in a playoff game, conference championship game. You can't lose your spot. If the rules apply that are happening this year with last year, Alabama gets in. We were ranked higher than the ACC champion. We were ranked higher than Clemson coming into that game. We were ranked higher than Arizona State coming into that game, right? And there was no freaking highest ranked automatic bids. It was the conference champions, and then everybody else behind that, the rankings behind that. Alabama wouldn't have fell out of the top 12. The only reason we fell out of top 12 is because SMU played in a conference game. They weren't even ranked ahead of us. So their reasoning for pushing us out the playoffs was not valid. Right? They were ranked behind us before that week kicked off. So, yeah, you can't punish them for playing the extra game, but you're not punishing them. If they were already ranked behind us and then they go in and lose their conference championship game to a lower-ranked team than Clemson, come on, man, make it make sense. So, Caleb DeBoer, ranked at number 11 when the final college football playoff rankings came out, was a playoff team, was a playoff contender with his 3 losses on last year's record. Ranked number 11. So all these high expectations that y'all have, do y'all remember what the last playoff game under Coach Saban, what our record was going into that game? Come on, man. Come on, Nate, talk about it. My guy Josh said people need to stop comparing errors. What Saban did in his first 5 years will not be done again. The NIL and transfer portal have made it impossible. People need realistic expectations. Thank you. This is a total different game, man. This is a total different college football world. I'm getting tired of seeing that voice of college football logo. Let me change my background. Give me a second, y'all. Every time I look at the screen, I see it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I think we take it to the OG look. We ain't seen this in a minute. This was the revealing logo when we first became Coach Smook Network. Shout out to our graphics design, Thad. But yeah, I like how we having conversation today too, man. Y'all continue running the chat up. I don't really have no more segments. I just wanted to talk to the chat today. And y'all really provide some good context. Let me get over to TikTok. What TikTok talking about? Appreciate all the gifts over there on TikTok. Latsier Brooks going to go crazy next season. My YC says LT is out against Oklahoma. Yeah, we talked about that. He has a day-to-day illness that he's dealing with. Some things you just can't rush. You know, what is it? Physical therapy don't fix what he's dealing with. It's an illness, not an injury. I approve Coach D. He has had 2 top 5 recruiting classes. He created an entire NIL staff of people to adapt. We have a chance to win a natty, and that's all you need. He is one of the best in the new era. Facts. I agree. What else we got? Mind you, Clemson got in with 3 losses in the playoffs. That's what I try to tell people, man. To be fair, Saban made sure to set DeBoer to continue to succeed and to continue to rebuild after transition. DeBoer is doing great with what was left of him. Facts. And people might misquote or read into that in order to game and be like, he had the perfect mix-up. No, he lost 80% of production from the previous year's roster. Still had a talented roster, but at the time, no continuity. You brought in a lot of different schemes, and your both philosophies changed on both sides of the ball. Play callers changed. All of these things changed with the talents you had. You didn't get an evaluation period to really evaluate these guys and see what steps 2, step 3, step 4 in the game would be like. You had to do that on the fly. And then your play caller that you thought you were going to have was not able to come over with you. So you made adjustments on the fly. Coach Saban got to start fresh. He came in, he had staffers, he moved guys that second year, and it just took off. Even in year 2, in 08, man. As good as that team that turned around and started trending in the right direction, we still suffered some tough losses. And I do believe because Alabama had been in such a drought, you know, that 6-7 year drought we were in, that was acceptable. You know, that was acceptable all of a sudden, being able to lose 2 games. Oh, we were close. Now all of a sudden, being in this new era, nobody's want to respect the level of competition that's across the country, across the league. Nobody wants to respect it. Everybody thinks Alabama has got this super shield or something. Like they can't be in tough games or something. Yeah, facts, Nate. It ain't about recruiting, it's about the bag now. That's why Ohio State was so dominant last year. Well, you gotta think they went through a transition period also. Ohio State went through their transition period. They brought in some staffers that could really bolster in recruiting, put some names on that staff. You come to Ohio State, you be coached by NFL talent, and you see what happened. As soon as they got a good solid class and started trending into the 27 class or 28 class with some of their early picks, they're hot. You see guys taking opportunities elsewhere. It's all the part of the business, man. But you're absolutely right. It's definitely in the bag. Bama fans need to realize also that Nick Saban helped pick DeBoer. There's no way Saban didn't have his hands on choosing the successor. If he is good enough for Coach Saban, he is damn sure good, 100%. All right, y'all. We hit the hour and 5 minute mark. I thought I was going to stay live longer. We just got a message, an exciting message. We're going to be making an announcement after the game Friday. I'm going to get off here. I can't even do an exit. I got to get off here and jump in this meeting in 5 minutes. Looks like 5 minutes. So, 3 minutes. So, I'm sorry to end it so abruptly. I appreciate y'all. We're going to come back later tonight if we have time and do another live segment. I want to get some more chat talk. I want to talk to y'all some more chat. I appreciate all the likes in the stream. We had a total of 62 in the chat right now. Let's get up to 50 likes before we get out of here. But I do want to say this. Thank everybody. Thank Walk-Ons. Thanks to Yarn, Urban Streetwear and Apparel. Shout out to our new partners, man. Your boy is coming on, and this is an announcement. I'm not going to give off the name yet, but I'm pretty sure they're watching on Twitter or one of the other platforms. But I will be an official scout. Your boy is going to be stepping into that recruiting scouting role once again, getting back on the road. I have found a company that they're about to launch, man, and they have reached out. We have connected, and y'all going to see a new network of personalities start to bring y'all recruiting information on this platform. They have their own organization that I will be working for, but my platform will be one of the assets or resources used to spread the word. So all my Twitter family over there and my recruits that follow me on Twitter, be ready. We have a new lane. We have a new lane to get your film evaluated directly to college universities on all levels. We are plugged in. I don't know how I got into this position, but I'm grateful. This is my passion. So y'all know I'm not missing this meeting for nobody or nothing. I got an opportunity to help some kids work at the next level, make it to the next level, y'all, by what I do and just doing what I've been doing. That's my football knowledge. It counts for something across a couple of college staffs right now. And I don't know what we're doing or what we're saying or how we're saying it. Whatever we're doing, we're going to keep it authentic and continue to let God use us in the way that he's using us. So I appreciate y'all, man. Congratulations to us. You know, this is another big move for the network, but also I just want to pat my own self on the back. This is something that I've been waiting for. When it comes to recruiting and scouting, we're going to be plugged in. A lot of your 7-on-7 tournaments with the big names, a lot of your under the radar kids that are going to be emerging and may not be at the D1 level, but these are guys that, you know, based off our scouting evaluation, may end up going through a D2, D1 AA process and being a late draft pick. And we could, like, I've seen talent develop over years and end up being NFL stars. And so that's what we're helping with this organization, this company that I'm partnering with or becoming a member and a scout for, but we're also partnering and they're going to be sponsors here on the Coach Smook Network as we continue to expand our database to help recruits gain exposure at the collegiate level. Because with NIL and everything, your power schools are trying to hog the scene, and that's not the right way to do it. You know, and everybody can't get the 247 and rivals and all this. This is another avenue, and this is approved by a lot of D1 AA schools, Power 4 schools, subs. I mean, Sun Belt Conference schools is some of the names I've seen on this list of schools that we have access to, that have resources available for. And then just the whole state of Alabama, the way we've been connected to the state, the high school football programs in the state, this is going to be huge, man. Myself, Hall Take Sports, I plan on bringing him. If you all don't know who that is in the state of Alabama, you want to get your information out there, you want to get kids talking, you want to get information or eyes on a school or a player or a program or a coach, Hall Take Sports is the guy you need to tap in with. I got so many names I could put out there. I just don't want to continue and forget somebody and they feel slighted. So to everybody that's partnered with the Coach Smook Network, not necessarily join the Coach Smook Network, but we partner with y'all or you join, I appreciate you. And with that being said, man, remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me.
Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
And I'll catch y'all on the next one, baby. Roll Tide. Roll. Y'all be blessed, man.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.